Where are we running to? I don't know. We're running to somewhere. It says 5 running. Well, there we go. Good evening, folks. How are you? It is crazy busy on Happs tonight. We'll see what happens. We'll see who we connect with. You never know what adventure is around the corner here on Happs. Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. Yes, they do. Do not fear the greatness. This is a good one. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. Find peace in knowing your true value. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Oh my God, that's so true. That is so true. Until you value yourself, you will not value your time. And it is, without a doubt, the greatest asset in your life is time, especially as you get old, like me. When you get old and semi-fuddly, I'm going to be 58 in April. So it's kind of wild. Why compare yourself with others? No one in the entire world can do a better job of being you than you. Well, there you go. You're so gifted with your hairstyle, Michael. It's very gifted. I got a haircut today. Yes, I did. Are you going to come up or just make fun of my hair? I think you're just going to make fun of my hair. That's what I think, Yasmin. Do not praise yourself nor slander others. There are still many days to go, and anything can happen. And it will. Things happen all the time. We're moving and grooving and shaking. I'm never up at this time. I'm usually sleeping, but my wife right now got called into a night shift. So I thought, you know what? I'll go on. I'll talk to some people. I'll connect. I'll be social. This is what I do. This is my thing. This is my groove. I get to talk to Yasmin. How lucky am I? How very blessed am I? Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Hello. Hello from Kansas City. Ryan, what are you doing up? What time is it there, Ryan? Tell me what time it is there. Hello, sir. I like when people call me sir. That's always good. Talking about our problems is our greatest addiction. Break the habit. Talk about your joys. Well, I try to talk about joy. Not many people listening, but I'm talking about my joy. It is 9:58 here. Well, guess what? It's 11 here. So, okay, so it's not that different. Hello. Hello, I like when people call me sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Gerber. That always reminds me of Gerber Foods when I was a kid. Hello, Helga. I don't know why I do that. It's a strange habit. But I will invite Helga. Invite user. Who else? I don't know about Ryan. Ryan, I'll invite you up. I don't know if you come up. Might be a little late for you. Who knows? Some birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are just too bright. Well, we got some inspiration here today. I like some of these comments. They're good. High firework. Oh, Desiree. We should do magic tonight, Desiree. Let's invite you. Let's see what happens. It's good to see you. You probably want that crazy man is on again. There he is. It's all good. The problem is not the problem. Mm-mm. The problem is the attitude about the problem. Helga, I can hear you. I can hear myself talking about problems. Look at the hair. Look at there. She's got the hair going on today. I like that. I like the hair a lot. My hair is shorter, yours is longer. It's all worked
Yes,
out. How are you?
good evening. I'm doing great.
So what time is it there now? Look,
5 o'clock.
your family's here.
I
We can beam her up. We can beam her up. Here we go. Scotty, more power. More power. Bring her up. Yeah, she's having problems. Oh wow. No, she's not. There she is. It just took a while.
It did take a while.
Didn't it? It was like you were, I don't know. Are you going for a nap? Did I wake you up?
No.
I think I did. I think I woke you up. Helga gave you that look like you wasted a perfectly good lie. You don't get too many of those, so don't waste them. Save them for a good reason. You don't have to lie to Michael. That's what she's saying. Yes.
Oh,
So
we were in chat before this, so
where you at? What were you guys doing? I didn't see anything posted. What do you guys
no,
just do?
this was private. This was like we always did.
Yeah. So what happened? So you saw my name, you saw me up there and went, all right,
That's
let's
it.
let's go on. That crazy man's on. Let's do
Yes.
it.
Let's have
Let's
some
do
fun.
it. There he is. He's not on very often. Let's just jump up. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dina D is here. So Dina D, didn't we give Dina D a reading before? Am I right on that? I don't know. Do you
Hold on.
know? Hold on.
Yeah, we did.
Did we? Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to give me a reading tonight? Are you awake enough from your slumber there? Look, even right behind her there. Look, right behind you there looks like some entity of joy. There we go.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Are you in the mood to do the hoodoo that you do? Oh, yeah, that's an old.
I'll do your reading tonight.
Yeah.
I'll just do one tonight. I haven't eaten much, so I just have energy for one tonight.
You haven't eaten much. Why haven't you eaten much? What's going on there?
Oh, well, I was on chat, so
Yes, with your beloved.
a reading of cards.
I will mute myself.
Why? Why do you have to mute yourself? Do you not trust yourself? What? I'm confused. Why would you mute yourself? You're here. They know you're there. Okay. I don't know.
No, when my daughter is going to do a reading,
Mm.
she
It's
needs to concentrate.
it's out of respect, is it? Is that what that is? Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
There.
Oh, here we go. Pull something for Michael. What are we gonna get for Michael tonight? Michael.
Now your microphone isn't fuzzy tonight, which is great. Hey, look at that. There's Kelly. Kelly, are you going to hide in the shadows and eat food and whip your camera around, or are you going to come up and say hello? Like, do you remember last time she wouldn't show her face until the end?
yeah.
Yeah, she was. No, I'm not camera ready. I don't do that. I'm against that. I don't do any of that stuff. Yes, I am. Are you camera ready though? What is yes, I am? Yes, I am going to whip my camera around, or yes, I am. Right now, I'm only seeing the very top of Helga's head. This is not very good. So we got to fix this. Let's fix this.
Head. Look, she her brain is so pretty.
Oh my lord, it just gets weirder by the minute. Okay, here we go. That's a little better. And then we'll put you here. Is that any better? Yeah. No. Ah, I'll have to get rid of my saying there.
It's her face, or it's her phone. She has to face it toward her camera.
She doesn't care. She's happy there. Look at her. She looks like she's 5 years old going, no, I don't want to. No.
Because we are 5 years old.
She's sideways now. There she goes. She's
Okay, so the first card I got for you, ooh, I'll put it, oh, is the Jaguar.
okay.
Jaguar.
Yes.
Jaguar. It's number 28, which
Yeah.
comes to 10, which comes to number 1. So it seems like you've been living, like you have your own routine set up for yourself. You have your own ways of how you do things every single day, and you're pretty set to those limits, or not to those limits, but you're pretty set of how you do those, your routine every day. Waking up and doing how you do. So this Jaguar is coming into to you tonight, saying it is time for you to venture into the mysterious and dark places that you've been reluctant to explore. So toss all caution to the wind. Know that your Jaguar instinct will serve you well. So it's telling you that, routine is good, but it's good to also explore other routes that have newly come to you and new vision.
What? Yeah, I'm doing that right now. I'm in the. Well, it's not dark, but it's different. And it's like Helga. She's sideways right now. So look.
Well, a lot of shadow work or some things are going to come up for you. And this is what's not a warning, but something that is going to help you be able to transition that light a little bit better for you.
Okay.
And the Jaguar is a confirmation in a way to say, routine's good. Routine's really good. But also, like, routine with the light energy that you've been doing. But also do get into your darker energy, like your shadow self that you've hidden for a little bit. What about you do you need to heal for yourself? So
That's true.
something
Well,
that,
it's
yeah.
been a sad couple days because my aunt died, so I've been dealing with that, and I have regrets because I was unable to spend a lot of time with her the last 20 years. I spent most of the time with her when I was a little boy, so I have wonderful memories of her. But I didn't really stay in touch, and unfortunately, with my family, we're kind of like that. We're an odd bunch. I'm probably the most social of them.
This is
Okay,
probably why the
Sweet
cards
Pea.
come up, yeah.
I invited Sweet Pea if she wants to come up for a few minutes too.
So you're also a Earthkeeper, an Earthkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
You hold a ley line where you are at currently on the Earth, and your energy is geared directly into that ley line. And so whenever you're doing light work or energy with, the community or someone else, that energy is being directly imposed into the Earth and into ley lines and with all the animals that are around you too. So the Earthkeeper, meaning that you are also one of the protectors of Earth, also one
Yes.
of the people who was brought to Earth to bring new light to new essences of the awakening. So the birds are also coming in for this instance. In this card, there's a winged
Yes.
being there. It might be somebody who's a guide who's here to help guide you too. So
Well,
they
I'm
may
hearing birds. Whose
yeah,
bird? Whose bird? Are those your birds?
my birds, the other parakeets. So
Okay, I haven't totally lost it, folks. I thought I was hearing birds as she told me about birds. We're good. We're good. It's all good, Helga. I'm not
so
hallucinating as much as I once was. That's good. We're good.
So the
Okay.
Earthkeeper, getting back into your roots with Earth, back to yourself of who you truly are. And this card is called Pachamama that's coming up. This is the Earth herself, the Earth essence, energy, the mother of the womb.
Yes.
We call her Gaia, and she's coming out and saying, I have always been here for you as a
Yes.
beautiful light, as a tool as your grounder and your ensurer that you are here on Earth. And Pachamama is a very sacred mother feeling. So I don't know if you've ever had a mother feeling, you
Yes, and
know.
remember, I think I shared that with you, that I went through the garden
Yes,
and there
yes.
was a lady there with two angels behind her that were protecting her. And it was when I was somewhat lost, I think, in that time, as we are in our 30s. And I felt a wave of unconditional love come over me that I'd never felt before. And my whole body was vibrating at such a rapid rate. Plus, I broke into an incredible sweat, broke a fever, and felt a high like for about 3 hours. It was amazing. So that was one of the very first things that had happened to me that I thought, okay, this is odd. Did I eat
Well,
something funny? But
it's amazing because if you think about flu, the flu is
yes,
frequency light upgrades. So you were also getting a light upgrade within your own self too. So
yes.
within this whole like layout right here, she's saying you have another light upgrade that's up a coming for you too. So after you're able to transform a little bit of more of your essence in a way that you really, really want to.
Hmm.
Okay.
So, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet, sweet pea wants to come up. She's just asking me. You can come up anytime, sweet pea. I pretty sure I invited you. Let me look. Let me try again here. Invite user. Do you
So
guys
that
find sometimes you have to invite people 2 and 3 times? Has anybody else
yeah,
found that? Yeah.
yeah. So
No. Yeah.
I'm yeah, for me, yeah.
Okay.
Uh I'm feeling that the card Pachamama is another way for you to be able to meditate. I'm getting if you're able to meditate and you're able to astral travel there, you're able to go there consciously in that way too, to be able to heal
Mm-hmm.
certain aspects of you because there's 3 more angel cards here that fell out of the deck. So
Okay.
you have a lot of harmony in with you, a lot of love and softness, and this angel's coming to you saying, within that softness, you do have a very hard streak about you too. So harmony is coming in to give you that gratification, saying, be uh, harmonize, make sure you harmonize with all the creatures that are around on Earth and
Mm-hmm.
with everybody that's around you because frequency is like how we're connecting. It's bringing people into your life that's really making you harmonize with your own self
Well,
to
I
be your
would
inner.
totally agree with that. I would say the last 2 months, 2 months, it's just been being shot down a pipe. I've had so much support, met individuals like yourselves that are here, the one that only has half a face. Hello. Hello. My name is Helga. Hello. I have half a face. Hello. Hello. I yeah. See, she has the best smile ever. Do you see that there? It's yeah.
And
Uh,
even though I
Please.
smoke, I have the biggest smile.
Okay. It's getting deep here, folks. It's getting deep. Yeah.
My daughter started. Are you finished, honey?
No, I got 2 more cards and then I'll be done.
Okay.
So with this whole process that you're going through, sometimes we have to withdraw from some things or some people that no longer reach your frequency or match your tone to who you truly are. So
Yes.
sometimes you do have to withdraw from life, to regain that essence of who you really are. So during this process, you might have to go with that darker energy that's being brought up. I wouldn't call it like really dark. I would just call it like a remembrance or something that you hold on to for yourself because it's like a shadow part of yourself that you really have to transition and bring to enlightenment for yourself. And so sometimes it takes us into a withdrawal where we can't really talk to some people about certain things.
Oh
So
yeah. I get what you're saying. Have
And
you?
so,
I'm going to ask just the collective here, everybody in the room and everybody on the replay, that I felt in March just an insanely high current for those that are sensitive. And I'm noticing some very wild behaviors around me, people not handling things maybe as well as they should. They're shaking, they're vibrating, they're dealing with their stuff. So if you're going through that, you haven't got completely COVID fatigue. A lot of people do, but right now there's that shift, and many people are feeling the awakening happening within them. And I have felt insanely high waves of energy lately, like wildly high at times. And I'll go for a walk and it helps me balance. How about for you, Desiree? Have you been
oh yeah,
feeling it as well?
oh yeah, for a long time. It felt weird. But I've
Yeah.
embraced it.
Now, how do you cope with it? Because there's going to be people who want to know if they are feeling these waves of, let's call it enlightenment, or what you were saying earlier, codes, light codes, right? This is really down the woo path. Most people don't read,
Oh yeah.
which
Well, let me
is
let me finish the one more card.
yeah,
It's the
okay.
most important one.
Yes.
Is Archangel Michael is your guide, and he's coming in to cut some cords to those people who you're just, you know, saying or describing during the last 2 months, coming in, or energy that's coming in that's attached to any of your chakras or to your energy field. So whenever you're feeling discombobulated, or you're feeling like, man, I feel really sad today, call on Archangel Michael and call into his blue ray sword, and he will help cleanse your aura for you.
I need that. I think we all do during this time. We need to feel that we're grounded to something greater than ourselves. Sweet pea, I gave you an invitation. Did you get it? It's funny calling someone sweet pea. If you think about it, right? If someone didn't know, go, wow, it's calling people sweet pea.
But you asked the question of how do I handle it?
Yes,
How do
and
I?
I took it as you didn't answer it right away, that you were either processing it or do not go that way.
Well, I
As
was trying to
as
figure it
Helga
out
looks at me with stern face and goes, "You
before
be
we get
good
into
with."
the conversation. Yeah, I wanted to finish your reading. Um,
Yeah.
well, with energy, it depends on each person, because we all have a different frequency with it when it comes to codes, because the codes are embedded in your DNA. So this is where you say the woo, and we're like, whoo. So the frequency light codes, it does 100% matter with your with every single part of you. And when we're talking about the earth and all the energy, it's a lot of upgrades, a lot of changes and shifts that are happening within us and around us. And how I am able to do it, like be able to get through it, it's rough. Let me tell you, being a light worker is not easy. Let me tell you, it's not all cakes and candy and butterflies and rainbows. So, grounding, going outside, being next to the tree, holding on to that tree, talking to the trees, talking to the birds, eating grounding food, eating colored foods such as the rainbow for each chakra for your body to help keep you balanced. Just being in the moment, in the present moment, being with yourself and others who really resonate with you.
I'm feeling very drawn to the art behind you there. It's almost speaking to me. Is there any way that you could describe? Did you paint this? Is this your work?
Oh, everything that's in my house is mine, almost.
Okay, so if someone wanted to purchase this work, how would they go about that? Or do you do artwork? So you are incredibly artistic, right? Between being able to read light codes, right? Reading Helga right now. Helga, you can join in here. you can come back in.
She has a few thoughts. I'm feeling something from her.
Yeah. We would love to hear some words from you as well, besides grounding the room.
You know, Michael, when I say something and people can feel it, they give me presents. They give me awards. They subscribe to me. But when I share something that doesn't resonate, they stab me in the back.
Now, is this someone in the room right now you're directing
No,
this
no, no,
to?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no, no,
I'm like going.
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
think I
But
don't think I did
that is
anything.
that is that
Okay.
is what we do as humans.
Oh, okay. Well, this human tries not to do that, but okay, keep going.
What the people think of me, it doesn't matter. It's not my thought. It's their journey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What I share is my truth.
Yes.
The things you like about me is a reflection of you.
Yes.
But also the things you don't like about me is also a reflection of you.
Yes. It's like that old saying, the people that trigger us most are the people that have the same traits we have that we don't like within ourselves that we've not worked on yet. There are things that we're still working on, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So are you feeling that you're getting some backhanded comments? Is that what you're
Oh
saying?
yes, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't came here on earth to be famous in human terms
Oh,
or
I
get
like that. Oh, I like
followers.
that. I like that. I like even the wording of that in human
Yeah,
terms. Yeah. Yeah.
because most of us don't realize that they are more than just
Yeah.
this man or this woman or this.
Meat suit. That's all we
So
are.
yes, I smoke my joint
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy it.
Okay. Was someone judging you on your joint? Yeah. Well, that's nature, and in Canada, that's legal now. It's very legal. In fact, people line up to get it on, the corner, and not from a dealer anymore, from a store, which is really nice. At
And
least it's
here in
regular.
Holland, we are allowed to grow them in our own garden.
Oh, no way! Even better. Yeah.
I don't use medicines.
No.
I don't use no pharmaceuticals.
No.
I did before,
Yeah.
before I believed what my doctors told me.
Right.
But the moment I woke up, I told him, I called him by his name. I said, Boss, there will be one day I will come to your office
Mm-hmm.
and thank you for the moments I thought I needed you with everything, all the
Mm-hmm.
medicines.
Yeah.
That day will come and that I will tell you no more medicines because the problems are not solved with the medicines. And my medicines were for my high blood pressure at that
Right.
time.
Yeah. And how about now? How's your blood pressure now?
I'm still here.
You are clearly.
I don't bother if I know when my blood pressure is my vibration.
Yes.
You know, if my vibration is low, my blood pressure goes high.
Right.
If I'm high where I belong in my frequency,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to bother about anything in my body at all.
So you're thinking the best medicine for you is
I
what
don't
you're.
think I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, you okay? Well,
I don't
that's.
think I
I
know.
know. You have a knowing.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
So you are in some ways your own doctor now. Cause you.
I'm everything and I'm
Yeah.
nothing.
So it sounds like some people in the community have been two-faced. Is that what you're saying?
Say that again, please.
Some people in the community have been two-faced. They're nice to your face, but saying mean things in the background.
I'm
Is
going
that
to say only one thing, and I know that with what I'm going to say right now,
mm-hmm.
it might break. The hell might break loose. I don't give anything, you know.
Okay? The hell. Okay. All right.
If you say that you're a spiritual being aware of
Yes.
what you are,
Yes.
why do you run to the vaccine and put something inside of your body what you don't even know what is in it?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of truth there. There's a lot of truth there. Yes. Yeah. Well,
That's
we
my
don't
point.
know. We don't know. That's the truth. They don't even know right now. We're all kind of guinea pigs with this. Many people believe that it's a form of control. Other people are doing it because it'll help them get work, right? They know if they get it done, or for some people, they believe it'll give them a sense of peace knowing that they did everything they could do. People are lining up all the way up and down the street from where I am, older people, and it's because they've been so lambasted with fear, they don't know necessarily what truth is. They are wholeheartedly jumping into what's been served to them. So if someone had told them repeatedly, do not get the vaccine under any circumstance, they would not line up. But they're trusting, right? You're a
Mhm.
free thinker, you have free will. Yeah. So, but it's one of those things you're going to have people who say yes and some people say no.
It's all up to them.
Yeah. And they'll live and die by the sword. Yes.
Well,
I,
that
I, I
doesn't
can't
exist.
see you eating, Desiree, only on the side here. I can. She needs her nourishment. Now, if you get your nourishment, will you be able to read somebody else? If we can get someone up before I leave here? Uh,
Probably, yeah.
yeah, yeah. You know what? Can I just give you a piece of advice, Helga, if it's okay?
Oh,
I
definitely.
I have 80% of the people who like me, and I have 20% that think the cheese has fallen off the cracker, or I've been sniffing modeling glue, like something, right? And and the truth is, you get to a point where you don't care, and it's where they are at this current moment. And even myself, I, there's days like I'm like, well, if it makes my life easier to have the vaccine, means that I can work, then I'll take the risk. Do you see how I worded that? I will take the risk. I personally don't think you should take the vaccine. I think we should do herd immunity, but other people would say that's cruel, and when Sweden did it, they thought it was cruel. But
The
that's just
problem is
that's
with
where
the
I am.
the problem with the mainstream is
Mhm.
that all of them tell the same story, and they show us exactly what they want us to know.
Yeah, well, we're programmed. All of us. We're all programmed. Except for us. What did you say earlier? Downloading light codes. I think if you said that in the 70s, they might give you some electroshock therapy. They'd be going, she's clearly, the demons are talking to her. But the world is more free now than it's ever been. And what
What?
I'm noticing as an observer is you have very dark people and very light people. And you're going to have those who are just compliant and numb. And they're just going to go with whatever they're told, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And you're going to always have judgment, especially when you are a powerful being, which you are.
We
You're
all are.
well, I think some people
We
have their.
all are.
Yeah, I look at you as a teacher. I listen to you. I don't listen to anybody.
I
Trust
have
me.
one
I,
question to everyone who hear this message.
mm-hmm.
What do you think that the reason is that you came into my life and that I came into yours? You don't have to answer. Just think about it.
Well, can I answer for myself? Yeah, I think for you, you shone some light in an area that I knew light needed to be shone. I needed to have the other perspective. I think you need to have a different lens. And when I look at you and listen to you, and even Randy, like Randy will listen to you, and Randy's like me, he listens to nobody. We kind of just float in our own world, and he listens to you. I know he does, and sometimes what you say impacts him because it's so true, and it's because your heart is authentic, and there is a real risk of putting yourself out there so raw, unfiltered, you know
Yeah.
and it
It's a risk to be here as a human,
yes, and you and I have the
forgetting about everything what you are. That's a big risk.
yes,
Thinking that you are this human, fight about money, about house, about what?
I like this. I like feisty Helga. Yeah, you're on fire tonight. I like that. I like it. It's good. I like this side of you. I wish I could see it more often. It's good. It's all part of the package, right? It's
And I have another message.
mm-hmm.
I won't be going on other people's broadcast anymore, only with Desiree and Eric and those that we invite, because we want to keep our uh,
Circle pure.
energy level high. Yes,
Yes.
high.
Yes. I get that. I get
I'm
that.
bold
That's
enough to say this.
I think that's smart. Protect what's precious to you. Yeah, I love it. Now, I hope from time to time when you feel
Of
that
course,
I'm okay, you'll
of
you'll jump
course,
up. Yeah.
of
You know,
course,
you
of
know,
course.
At other days it was like, no, 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 he's flying low. Something's wrong. No, no, he's okay. Oh, I don't know. Let's just see how this goes. No, I know what you're saying. And I
This is what we are.
what I want to do though, if we can, is talk about for everyone in their lives, this is a time of maybe knowing the people to have in your life to hold close, and the people maybe that were on your path at one point, but now maybe not so much. And I'm not saying don't have empathy for people and don't be caring, but not. One of my first teachers said something to me, and I'll never forget it. She goes, Michael, you can't save them all. Don't drown trying to save everyone. And I thought that was really cruel at the time. And she said, self-preservation. You need to know your value. And when you know your value, you'll value your time more too. And we talked about, it's funny about that earlier. But I think that's part of the reason we see such high rates of depression right now is people are not being their true soul signature. You know, they're putting everything on a governor and they're trying to present themselves in such a manner that is not authentic to them. And in that, they lose kind of their essence. Helga? Helga shut herself off. She's just going to. Hey, we got Ari here. Ari, how are you? Do you want to come up for a minute? I'll invite him as well. One of my favorite people in the world, by the way, is Ari here. He's a great guy. We actually work together. We haven't seen each other in person in a very long time, but we used to see each other daily, and he's a good soul. Please follow him. He's got he honestly has a heart of gold. Wow, he bumped us right out there.
Hello.
You bumped us right out of the atmosphere there for a sec. We'll bring you up.
Sorry. Hi there.
There you go. All right. Are you open at all to getting a reading? Would you be open to that? Is Desiree open to that? First of all, she'd be the one doing it. Could you charge your battery, or if you don't feel like doing it, that's cool too.
She said only one.
Only one? That's it. One is one. One is not two.
Only one tonight. Like I next time when I come on, I'll be charged for it because Helga and I and a few others.
You were doing stuff. You were doing stuff. Okay.
Yeah, deep conversation.
Yeah. So, Ari, how was your week? How have things been? You know, I haven't seen you for a while. So,
I've been crazy busy, really busy. Work's been pretty heavy, but
yeah,
I've been pretty tired. You know, just really drained. But feeling a little bit better tonight. So, yeah.
Are we ever going back to work? Do you think? Do you think that's going to happen? Is it going to be a while?
Yeah, we're going to get.
Is there hope now with the vaccine? Like we were talking about that earlier. Yeah,
I really believe that there is hope. I believe we will get back, and you know what? And I think more people will go back to work than you think. Everyone's saying, "Oh, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to stay home," but you know what? I think things will get more back to the way they were than I think a lot of people do believe. There will be some cultural changes, of course. There will be some changes where certain companies before that said, like ours, to be honest, that really discouraged working from home unless you absolutely had to. Where now be a little bit more open to say, okay, you know what, you can work from home once a week, maybe, or something.
Well, it's been a forced experiment where we've learned that a lot of companies can do very well.
Exactly.
Right, by having people work remotely, and it's given a lot of people time to get things done. Right, with their own internal work. I'm talking about, right, what the priorities of life and what's important to them.
You're right about that. Yes, I agree. So we'll see what happens. I think we'll be going back to work, but before the end of the year. You know, here at least in southern Ontario here.
Yeah,
and you know, and we'll see how it goes.
For those who don't know where we're from, we live in Canada. So, and we were not rated well with, there was some survey. We came like, I think it was 12th out of 15 or something. And 15th.
For what?
For just being able to distribute the vaccine, how quickly
Yeah.
we got things done. Yeah,
It'll get better. It'll get better. Do I think they made mistakes? Absolutely. Absolutely they did. But you know what? Am I going to hold it against them and forever? No. Like, let's get to work here. Let's just say, okay, we screwed that up. Let's move on and let's vaccinate people. Let's get our let's get those the people that really need it. Right. I want my parents vaccinated.
yeah.
Right. That's the most important
Do
thing.
you
That's
feel
very
safe
important.
with it? Like, because there has been rumors of blood clots and things like that. And certain, no, that's not real.
I'm not saying it's not real. There are always going to be some reaction
Yeah,
somewhere. But again, we're talking, what percentages are we talking about here? If it's 0.001% chance of people having an adverse reaction, you know what? I'll take my chances. Right? The vaccine, when you take it, has a serious
yeah.
chance of success. Uh, I can get hit from a bus walking outside. You know what I mean? Crossing the street. So, I think we need to
We're
put
not
things in
putting that
perspective.
out there, by the way. We're not putting that into the universe. We want him
No,
to be around a very long time,
no.
healthy. No buses, please go anywhere near him. Okay.
No, but it's in all seriousness, I find the
Helga,
arguments to be
Helga,
silly.
Helga wants to say something. Go ahead, Helga.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm going to spoil the party. It's
Yeah,
almost 6 o'clock in the morning,
yeah.
and
Okay. Well, thank you for being here. I always appreciate you. And Desiree, you're going to leave as well.
yes,
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for the reading. It was amazing as usual. Maybe next time we'll talk more about the artwork. And it sounds like you guys were doing your own energy work before here. So this is awesome. Yes. Much love. I love you too. I really do. Thank you so much for being here.
So much
Thank
love,
you.
y'all. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
Yes. All right. It's just you and me,
Oh,
buddy.
so where's Helga from?
Well, she's from all over the world.
I mean, where's she live? Where's she living? That's what I meant by my question.
Right now, I believe in the Netherlands.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. So that many hours from now. Okay, that makes sense.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're
Thank
up.
God.
You're up late. You're the night hawk, man.
I'm always up this late. I'm always up
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you just so in a normal night, like my wife lately and some of my friends have had where they're either sleeping fantastic or they're not sleeping. It's almost
I'm
like they wear themselves out. I even
I'm pretty worn. I'm pretty worn, honestly.
yeah.
Sleep isn't really doing much for me.
Are you doing the COVID fatigue thing? You think is like because we've been on this crazy ride now for over a year. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's maybe a little bit of that. Maybe a little bit of that, Michael. For me, it's I got myself, and the way I deal with the fatigue is I just have a very, very, very rigid routine. Just a very
yeah,
rigid routine, and I stick with it. I just do it every day, the same thing. I mean, it wears on you a little bit 'cause it's the same thing, but it's the only way I know how to cope with the day. So I eat the same thing for breakfast. I eat
yeah,
a fairly similar thing for lunch. I eat a fairly, standard dinner that I pretty much eat every night, that kind of thing. And so just a way of kind of me me I guess coping is the right
yeah.
word.
Hi Dee Dee, how are you?
Hi, Didi.
Hi Dee, nice to see you. But I'm glad to see that you found a late night family here. This is
Oh yeah, this is fun. This is
yeah, it
fun.
is. It is fun. There's great people on here. It doesn't have the same traffic it does in the daytime,
No.
but you do get people who will watch it later. I like it. It tends to be more peaceful at night. You get insomniacs and spiritual people, and we usually go more deep in the woo and at
Yeah,
nighttime.
yeah. I know you guys go deep into the woo. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, we go into Wooville. But it's funny in every community you can tell that when people get rattled, right?
Hmm.
Um, I've noticed though companies right now are either thriving or surviving. There's
Yeah.
very little in between. Like where we're working, we seem to be doing phenomenal.
We're doing fine. We're doing just fine, and I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, I'm insanely grateful. So whatever's going on in the astral plane, please continue to do that and bless everyone that we love, right? So
Yeah. No, for
yeah,
sure.
I do miss the building. I do go there every day. I don't know if you know that, and
Because you're
right,
kind of just sort of you're just checking on it.
I'm checking. Yeah, the area though is starting to get a little better because we've got more of the stores open.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's
I miss that. I'm looking forward to going back to the office, I'll be honest.
I miss just being able to see people in person and not doing it through here. Like I like this. This is wonderful and it's fantastic to see you this way, but to actually see you like the other day someone at work that I'm not terribly close to, but we know each other. We were so excited to
To
see
see
another
each other.
human being,
Yeah. I bet
right?
you
Yeah,
were.
and not that we were terribly close, but we talked to each other every day.
Mhm.
And to see her was really quite lovely because it was like connecting with the building again, the soul of the building.
Oh, that's really nice. Really, really nice.
And I think when I get to see you again and I get to see all the people on the fifth floor, and I don't think it'll all be everyone at once. We'll probably have to tier them, right? Once that happens. But it's sounding like, is there an opportunity maybe in the summer that we would come back slowly?
Depends on vaccines. I
Let's
think
say let's say
it
the vaccines get it well because they were lined up all the way down the street today, Ari.
yeah, yeah, which is great. Which is great, by the way. I think wonderful. But give people the vaccines. I mean, it's good that they're pushing the AstraZeneca one down to people below 65. I mean, this will help us open up because even if, say, for example, we have these variants kicking about and they're going to cause some more virulency, you know, vaccinate the older population to keep them out of the hospitals. As long as
Yes.
they're out of the hospitals, stuff will start to open up.
Right.
Like it's a great thing that they're doing right now. Um, and but I don't see our boss putting us back to work unless we're vaccinated. I just don't see him taking that liability on.
No, I agree. And I think it's actually very wise.
Yeah.
I think it's very wise. And I think you're going to see that across the board where you're not going to be able to travel unless you have the vaccine. You're not going to be able to it's going to be there's going to be some way of knowing, especially if the variants go nuts, which they could.
Yeah, yeah, and so this is why the building of infrastructure, the fact that we've over ordered a crap ton of vaccines. Pardon my
Mhm.
French. All of that. If we're not going to use it now, we'll use it next year. We'll use it the year after. For touch up vaccines, where they'll adjust the formula a little bit to suit the new variants that are out there. We might be doing this for a bunch of years in terms of vaccines, but we will. I'm very hopeful by the end of 2021 we'll get back to some kind of normalcy, hopefully some relative normalcy where you can go to a restaurant. We're probably wearing masks for a while, but at least you can, go for lunch. You can do those things.
I think what's going to happen too, which is not a bad thing, is you're going to have those that for the even if there is no signs of anything, they're going to be wearing a mask on the
Oh,
subway.
so that's probably going to change permanently. I mean, this is something that's been, in Asian cultures. I mean, it's just a common thing to see people wearing masks everywhere. It's just, for whatever reason, I think because of just some of the diseases that went around there in the past, they were already used to that culturally.
They were
So
ahead of the curve.
yeah, they're ahead of the curve, or at least they've experienced the pain of that.
Yeah.
So they'll probably, I'm not surprised if we see more of that here for many, many years.
You know what's been cool out of this is that I probably would have never had a morning show if it had not been for COVID.
Mm,
This experience that I'm having every morning, like my average morning show now, I don't know, we have about 500 views in the morning every morning.
that's
It does,
amazing.
yeah. And by the end of the day, it's 1,000, and it's nice too because the pace of it when you do it at night is really chill, and I
Yeah.
like it. Where in the day, it's crazy. It
I'm
is.
sure
It's,
everyone's getting up, starting their day, or if you're talking to the people in Europe, they're in their afternoon, they're humming, they're going. Yeah,
yeah, and we sometimes will have 5 guests, and 5 guests is just too much.
it's too much on. I find, it's just too much to mediate, and I find Happs as a platform doesn't handle 5 people in a meeting very well. Like I find that it cuts out the audio, the video gets messy. I don't think it handles it super well.
You know
Uh,
what I've noticed recently is if I don't put in where the awards come up, I can have easily 4 or 5 people in and it doesn't glitch. But if I have the
Interesting.
awards on, then it does.
Interesting. Okay, that's.
If you notice, I have
No,
none of the awards up, and that was one of uh, the things with when we were doing the business show that they didn't like. There is a feature on here that you can have where there is no awards. You're still going to see Happs though. They haven't taken that out yet.
fair enough.
Yeah, and and I get it. It's part of the branding, right? They want people to. Have you also heard about with the Instagram that they now have the capability of having 4 people on, and they're also going to have a kind of like an award system where you will get paid.
I'm not surprised. They're seeing the Twitch model working extremely well. YouTube has kicked that in with their with their live streaming platform as well. I mean, this is something that I think all the major ones are going to start kicking in. And
Oh my!
Facebook wants a piece of this too.
There's a guy that I watch is really woo. His name's Ralph Smart, and I notice when he does the live stream, like anytime, he's making like 300, $500 within like an hour, and I'm thinking that's a pretty darn good gig.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he's not saying much.
No, that's
He
amazing.
really is not saying much different than he's saying from the videos, but people so desperately want to connect.
Yeah, it's exactly it, and it's yeah. I mean, I'm still kind of studying the phenomenon myself around those.
Oh,
I mean,
look, we got Ted here. Have you ever met Ted?
I've seen him on the chat a lot, but I don't think I've ever met him. Maybe I know his
Oh,
face, but
Ted, I would love for you to come up. It's a perfect night to have you come up. He's very chill, like you. He's
good.
super he's super chill. Yeah, and that's one of the things I find that I love about you is that you're very grounding. Unless I bring up one person. If I bring one person up,
The orange Cheeto who shall not be mentioned.
yeah, oh, yeah. I noticed now that I do want to ask you something, and nobody's
Oh.
going to be watching this far into the. Okay, there you go.
Remember Ted. I remember Ted. Yes.
Ted. Thank you.
Hello.
Are you a night owl, buddy?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Okay, because I can't get you on in the day, but if happen, my wife worked a night shift tonight, and it is technically Friday now, almost Friday. In
Thank God.
7 minutes, it's going to be, but yeah.
I work during the morning.
No. I get that, but do you come home and nap? Like, how do you do that?
So it's different because usually pre-COVID I would work from home once a week.
Yes.
Now, post-COVID,
Space Gal.
yeah, I work from home 4 times a week, and I actually go in once a week.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the comments here. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh,
okay. I thought something was wrong.
All right. Yeah, I was just like, oh. So yeah, but usually, day's pretty heavy, and just kind of relax.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what's worked for me is to go on in the evening, because I noticed in the morning. I mean, you have a nice sweet spot, Michael, where around that 6:30 time frame.
Yeah.
But I noticed like during the day and during like late afternoon, because we're East Coast time, it's crowded.
Yeah, it's crazy. The other thing is too, I think if you do it every day, people know you're there. and they don't even have to think about it. It's
The
kind of
regularity of it. The regularity of it is
yes. Someone taught me that a long time ago. They said if you want something to work, do it every day. It doesn't even have to be great. Just do it, and people will come. They'll be part of a community. And I can't say we have great depth on the show, that's for sure. But we have fun, and we have people from all over the world every day. It
It's
blows
great.
my mind, like how many different continents we have on in the same room. And this morning, everything was seamless. It was beautiful. I couldn't believe it. Nobody was fading in, fading out. And ever since I took out where you have the coins and stuff.
Take out the awards. Take out all that extra stuff.
Yeah, and it works phenomenal. And
Yes.
you can have up to 5 people, and but the awards really take up a lot of bandwidth?
It takes up a lot of bandwidth. It takes up a lot of processor.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the one thing I've noticed with this app. I mean, I tip my hat to the development team.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a great job, but it's a very intensive app.
Mm.
And if you notice, you have to log in and out, or you have to refresh your screen, or there's just certain things that you have to do slightly excessively. So I would say the less that you have up there. I've never had a stream where I've had more than maybe 5 people. But
I see what you mean. Like yeah, me neither. I think we were talking about this earlier. Once you get over 3 or 4, it's chaos unless the people are calm. We're all fairly calm right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you get Fraser or Randy in there, or you get it's
chaos.
And I love Fraser, but Fraser will just keep talking. People are talking, and he just goes. He's like the Energizer Bunny. It doesn't.
One of my buddies that I
okay,
one of my buddies,
I understand, Ari.
I said one of my buddies that I stream with, he doesn't know when to stop talking.
Yeah.
And it's like he'll give a 90-second answer. You just kind of sitting there okay, where do I go in?
Yeah. How do you interrupt politely? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't breathe. That's what I call that. You got to go, Ari? Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go, folks. All the best. Ted, I did meet you before, I believe. And
nice meeting you again.
Nice seeing you again, sir. All right.
Okay.
Have a good night, everyone.
Take care. So how you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah, so I didn't offend you in any way, or
No.
It's like I talked to you once, I never talked to you again. I was like, okay,
no.
I've done something. What did I do this time?
No, it's been a pretty heavy schedule over the last.
I love your co-host, by the way.
Oh, which one? Oh, with Rich Valdez. Yes.
Oh my God, Mr. Silky Smooth Voice.
Yeah,
I would love to have us 3 on sometime,
yes.
just talking about nothing.
You name it. You set the date.
I love. Yeah,
you set the date.
He It's funny because the connection between you and him is very much like the connection I have with Jim Heaven. Gotcha. And he looks like Jim Heaven.
He's we've worked together and been friends for 17 years. Great person. His family knows my family. It's there. There's a bond there. And prior to this, we did some AM radio.
AM radio. Oh my God, man! The average person doesn't know what that is?
I know. We're relics.
Like
you're talking about you're 58. You're gonna be 58, dude. Some of the
AM
AM
radio. I think if you ask the average person what AM radio is, they wouldn't know. No. I love when they get the old dial phones and they'll say to them, "Make a call."
Right.
And they're like, and they're trying to touchscreen it, and some of them know that it's the dial thing, but they don't know they have to go.
The
And if you,
rotary phone.
and if you think about that, do you remember how big a deal that was? Oh, Space
Yeah.
Gal's here. Yay. Hey there.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Hello.
Are
How
you a
you doing?
Nighthawk too? What's going on? What's going on? You're up.
I'm up early in the well, usually early in the morning unless I'm up all night. I have insomnia, but it's still early, so for me.
Okay. So what time? Okay, you two. What time do you usually go to bed? Be real.
On a real night,
Yeah, and a real. Okay, I guess this
one
is a real night.
if I can, 1:30, 2 a.m.
So what is that? You just have high energy?
No, I have insomnia. And I just am that busy. So keep myself moving because of my back. I can't stay in bed for a long time because of my back. So I sleep about 4 hours. That's about it.
That's it. That's all you
Yeah.
need. Okay.
That's
And Ted?
I don't even reach REM sleep. Never have.
Yeah.
So it
How
kind
about
of
you,
sucks.
Ted? How many hours do you get?
I'm gonna say about 6.5 to 7.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
Oh my
perfect.
God, I wish I
Yeah.
could sleep that
Yeah,
long.
That's
about six and
perfect.
a
So
half.
when you go down, you go down. You're good.
Yeah, I'm
And
good.
do you sleep like 6 solid?
Solid.
Yeah. See
Solid.
me, I can fall asleep anytime, but I won't sleep any more than 4 to 5 hours. And then I'll get up and then I'll sleep another 2. And that's perfect for me.
Like the only day, like I said, I go into the office once a week. That's the only day that I'm on a train at 6:30 or 6 or 6:30 in the morning.
Right.
So, but everything else is kind of flexible since we've been in this mess.
Where are you
So
from, Ted?
New York,
Oh,
Long
okay.
Island.
Oh, all right. There you go. You go into the city?
I go into the city.
Oh, okay. I'm originally from Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like right outside New York. Right, not far from the George Washington Bridge.
Okay.
So grew
how
up there.
cool is this conversation? This
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
cool conversation.
I'm with the
I
cool
miss
kids.
I
Yeah.
miss New York. I will say that I do miss New York. I miss the food. I miss my friends.
Space Gal, it's so different than when you left.
Oh no, I know I know how much different it is. I've been back.
Oh,
So
okay.
and my son actually I do not dream because you have to reach REM sleep to dream. So no. Um but my son has lots of friends up in Queens,
Oh,
Brooklyn,
okay.
Manhattan and stuff. So um we're they'll be actually coming down here. He's a gamer. He met
Okay.
one of them finally, but he's been friends with them since he's like 10 years old and he's 24 now. And he's going to be meeting the longest one he's known for the first time in July. So, which is kind of cool.
That is
They're
cool.
all grown adults now.
So
None of them are working.
what is the next really exciting thing going down for NASA? Because I know you're always
Well, I did a thing tonight on Ingenuity. The Jet Propulsion Lab did a video. I was kind of disappointed in it. It was supposed to be like a tech talk, and they didn't get in even someone else in my stream. Like we were kind of disappointed
yeah.
in the information that was given. Like I have this is my press kit. My
Okay.
press kit has more information in what they gave us. Like I just wasn't impressed. I just wasn't impressed with it. So after we got done, I brought the book out and I went over some things that I think they should have touched on and stuff. So, but we have a rocket launch coming up in a couple of days here again. The one last night I slept through because I actually fell asleep at 2 a.m. and I slept through the launch, but it was a Starlink, and this one coming up is a Starlink. But the launch was supposed to be at like 8 o'clock one day, and then they moved it till 3:15, 3:13.
They can
Uh,
do that.
they can do that, but
They're allowed.
one day moving that many hours,
Hmm.
usually there's a 10-minute gap. So now they just moved the satellites to a totally 100% different orbit by moving it that many hours. So
Do you think it's possible that they had some issues and they had to make sure because you make one mistake, right?
yeah, so they said that they needed to, I think they were monitoring sensors again. SpaceX has a lot of troubleshooting going on with sensors. They've had issues for the longest, time with sensors. So they're always watching those sensors. And they don't always do static fires. So a lot of times they pick up the stuff during the static fires. So they didn't, I don't even know if they're going to have a static fire for this one. So it just happens. Like we'll be sitting here and you'll hear it. And then you go, oh, there's a static fire. Unless you can catch the rocket.
I want your opinion on something before we go, because I don't like going more than an hour, and we're into an hour and 10 minutes here. I've been enjoying such wonderful conversation here with Ted. I thought Ted was mad at me. Because he didn't. Well,
personally.
We had I thought this wonderful broadcast together.
We did.
It felt like a wonderful first date, and I never got a call back, and I was just like, what did I do? What was wrong? Goodness. But at our last call, you were delicious cake, and we got into icing, and then they found a booger in my nose, and it went sideways. And
I didn't. Someone else did.
That was Randy. God, that was funny. And then you thought I was laughing at you during your serious moment, and I was like, only on Happs.
Only
right?
on Happs, yeah.
Only on Happs. So do you know how we always end the broadcast? Do you know, Ted? How do we end it?
Of course. What are you grateful for?
You got it. There we go.
Come on. I tell you, I watched the show.
Oh, my God. We got Randy here. We get space.
My Lord. Randy.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, come on in, Randy.
Hour. Randy's making his coffee.
Oh, he just woke up.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. Okay, you make your coffee. She's doing what she's grateful for.
Oh, hey, Ted. I thought you didn't like Michael.
Well played. Well played. Touche.
Way to go, Randy.
Well done.
Can I say what I'm going to say? What I'm grateful for?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's his coffee pot makes a lot of sound.
Yeah.
So that's why he has to mute it. So, I'm grateful. This is going to sound horrible that my house is not a zoo no more. I'm so glad my daughter went back to South Carolina. You have no clue. I am so grateful.
But you were glad to see her, though.
I was so glad to see her, but I couldn't wait because I did not know she was coming for as long as she was. So I can deal with a day or two, Oh, and then this one here. That's my son gaming, by the way, in the background. But yeah, I love my kids, but they get on my nerves.
Space Scout, my son usually games, but he's asleep now because he's an 8th grader.
Yeah, mine's 24, so he'll be up till 3:00 in the morning.
Well, at one point I thought that was Randy, and I was like, what? I thought he was singing or something, but I realized it was the son. Yeah.
Yes. She does it on purpose.
I'm just grateful for that the world is starting to open up again. That that we've sat here in this bubble. Everyone's been in their own personal bubble for the last year or so. I mean, depending on the state. So I mean, it's different. It's different, Michael, for you because you're outside of the U.S. and also for Randy, the Space Gal, and I, being in New York and in Florida.
Yeah, but we've been open.
You've been very open in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been open. But I did go to Disney Springs the other night, and it was too busy for me. I was not comfortable at all. So we stayed about 45 minutes, and we were gone.
So it's strange because I was taking my daughter somewhere.
Hi, Michael Wall Street. Hello, Lady Sunshine. Oh yeah, from this morning. Oh, wait, there you go. We don't want them to feel like we don't love them, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Grizz.
Yeah.
Hey, Grizz, what's going on? I was taking my daughter somewhere, and it was so easy to get to where we needed to go. And I said, guess what? I said, when the world opens up again in New York, and let's say, in a month, we're going to be back to, bumper to bumper traffic everywhere.
Yep.
You know, going to a restaurant and waiting, 45 minutes to get a seat.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I'm just happy for us for some level of normalcy. I know it will never ever be as normal as what we had before, but if we can get 50% there, then I'm grateful for that.
I'm grateful if Walmart goes back to 24 hours.
Were they? Are they in the States 24 hours? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
certain states.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Certain
most
states.
of them are
Randy, you look
24
great.
hours.
Look at Randy.
Yep.
What is that, your Apple phone?
I am on the iPhone.
Yes, he looks great. Look at him. See? Yeah.
Yeah. He's got his coffee.
It's coming. I'm almost ready.
Cheers, Randy.
Cheers, Randy. Cheers to Randy and all he does. Oh my God, how many broadcasts did you do yesterday? I kept looking. And Randy's live. Randy's live. Oh, yes, guess what? Randy's live again. Randy's saying hello to a camel. Hello, it's Randy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, sometimes when things do get busy again, life will definitely be different. But for some people, life is true. A friend of mine enjoys an occasional lady of the evening. He said it's much better than.
You're breaking up a bit, buddy.
Thank God I didn't say anything proper.
That was the universe looking out for you.
Michael Wall Street, Grizz, how you doing?
What do you mean you're scouting shows? What does that exactly mean, Grizz?
Where is Grizz? I don't see him here.
Michael Wall Street is Grizz. So that's what I know him. He changed his name to Michael Wall Street. And
Why?
It's
What does he do? What's he doing?
I don't know. He says
I'm going to invite him. I haven't had him up in it forever. Let's just say hello to him for a sec if he wants to come up.
Taking notes.
He's fun. He's fun. I don't know what he's taking notes about. It's just
I think maybe do you need actually you want to know something? I was talking to someone today, the do's and don'ts of what you do when you broadcast, that we really need to do a concentration. And Randy, just keep an ear on this one. We need to teach people, because there's things that broadcasters are doing that they just should not be doing. You're going to lose viewership that way. And I hate to say that, but these pointers, like
making coffee in the background, that kind of thing.
Because Randy's still paying attention. See, the difference is Randy pays attention and he greets every one of his guests. He doesn't, this isn't his stream. Remember that. He's visiting your stream. But as a main person, it's how to be nice to people, like you guys were saying, how to be nice to someone to.
Well, I think, are you talking about just common decency?
Not only, in common decency as a broadcaster, to your people that are in chat, Yeah. There's some things that get under my skin, and I just want to smack them through the computer, like pay attention to what's going on. You're broadcasting and you're in another world, not paying attention to what's going on in your broadcast. Why even have your stream on at that point? So
see, I can be guilty of that when I am zoned out. I'm very good, and thank God for Randy, because Randy gets on it. And even Fraser does. Even Fraser gets on it. Hi, Walt. How are you? Good morning.
Space Gal, and for Mike, I think some people use it as the bully pulpit. They don't pay attention to their.
He's doing his Jimi Hendrix interpretation. Yeah.
You got to add him back. He's on his computer now.
He's back. Yeah. Look at that. He's back on track. There he is.
There you go.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Randy, say hi to people in the room.
Yeah. Michael Hader, what's up?
Yeah.
No, lady, I'm not talking about every single comment, honestly. Not every single comment, but I mean, like, you would go a half hour with your you're in a, there's just a
Speak your
lot of
mind.
things you don't
Speak
need.
your mind.
Go ahead.
You don't need to be on Zoom phone calls and be in broadcasting and then have be muted and not paying attention to what's going on.
Are we talking about a certain person? Are we talking
Not,
about
there's a
me? Are
lot
we
of
talking about
no, there's a lot of people. There's just a lot of things that I just
Randy Pinball? I don't know that.
there's just a lot of things that people can do to make sure that they don't lose their people, because you're gonna lose people with some of the things that people do. Like,
Okay. Kentucky Mike, she's not talking to you. She's not talking to you, Kentucky Mike. Just in case you dropped in. Yeah. Honest to God, I've only
radio
felt
hosts talk with content. Well, you don't. Your content could be a coffee chat like me and Randy do, right, Randy?
yeah.
You can have that. You don't. That's content as long as you keep the flow going. You know.
I find our show in the morning though is chaos,
It's light. It's
fun,
great.
Right.
fun people from all over the world. It's kind of like Seinfeld. You go, what was the show about? We really don't know.
No, and it's
Well,
good
Lady Sunshine
conversation.
said it is a safe zone. People
Yeah.
come, they know it's safe.
Right.
You can laugh, you can cry, you can be truthful, you can lie. Who cares? You're on the internet. Just enjoy the ride,
Right.
I have a feeling you said that before. Did you? There was a beautiful fluidity to that.
No, I just made that up right now.
That was really good. We should write that down. Anybody that can do the replay, write that down. We're gonna have that on a shirt.
Well,
Randy
actually, I'm very intelligent in the morning pre-poop. After poop, I'm all out of it,
Yeah. Well, good. It's important to share these facts. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill.
Better
my
out than
son.
in.
I'm gonna kill my son.
Why? What's your son doing?
You see the light flashing behind
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
He's got this real powerful flashlight and he's trying to grab my attention.
Yes.
Like,
Well, go talk to him.
no, he's right here now.
Oh.
He's right here. He's all up in my business.
Okay.
Say hi to Michael, Ted,
Hello.
and Randy.
Oh, what's up, Papa Randy? Hello.
Papa Randy, I like that. That's good. That should be a shirt too.
So, Ted, what's happening? I notice your timing. You're compared to the Saudi timing. You're like on at night when I'm in bed.
Yes.
It's very hard to get you these days. I mean,
I know. And like I said, when I wake up in the morning, I'm catching the tail end of you and Michael and sometimes Space Gal.
Yeah. I get Randy at around when I do my broadcast at 11, right?
Okay.
And I catch Randy a lot of times. That's a good time for me and Randy when I catch him. Then,
Randy, am I interrupting your morning show here? Like, you should be doing your morning show, shouldn't you?
No, it's a Friday, and once
You're okay. Okay, I don't want to. Yeah,
going for the desert. Remember, I have no timing.
you have no time.
and
Yay! We got. Oh, look at this, Randy. Look, she came out because of you. There you go.
Lady Sunshine.
Lady to accept.
Hello. I did.
Got it. Oh, she got it. She figured it out.
If I could please pause for one moment and interrupt Michael's show, I would like to give a special heartfelt welcome to Lady Sunshine. I creeped upon you by accident just a little while ago, and I'll tell you what, at the time, I was all frustrated. I had to get to work. I had so many things to do, and there you were standing next to that lake in Texas and just you was like, whoa, you gave me such a good vibe, and I needed that shock, sometimes you're on the edge and you just need somebody to level you. So thank you for giving me that leveling that I needed the other day. I'll leave your show alone. Go ahead.
There, we'll highlight her. There you go.
There we go.
You're the star of the show right now. Yeah. So, tell us about yourself. She frozen? Oh.
Hello, on the beach.
I mean, that's like a nice still of her.
It is a nice still. It looks like a perfect picture, but I can't hear.
Great.
Oh no! Now she's moving.
Oh, she's
Okay.
back?
Are you back?
My long hair. Sure.
Yes.
not.
Maybe not. Well, please
Yeah.
follow this. Please follow this lovely lady. That's interesting.
Take me down.
Yeah, I'm going to go down too. I'm going to go down too.
Two of us down. All
Yeah.
for myself.
My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yay! That's working,
There
Randy.
you go.
Yeah, well, you weren't there for the longest time. You keep popping in and out, so we're happy to have you here. Just tell us a little bit about yourself before.
This is my first live. I've never.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. Well, she
Well,
popped.
she got blown out.
Wait.
She can come back when she gets her signal back.
Okay.
Well, we tried. We tried.
She'll be back.
I will start out. This is my first kick.
He must be related to you, Randy. He's got all your lines. Listen, I like long walks. Like that. That's one of your lines.
See, I try to get my son to come on with me, and he won't do it.
No, he's shy.
He don't get paid enough. Like,
Yeah, you don't do this for pay. Trust me. Yeah.
Working on it. Trying to get my OnlyFans up and running. With Randy.
Excuse me, I need to refill the coffee real quick.
Okay, you do that.
damn, you drank that one quick.
So, Ted, what time are you going to be heading to bed here? Like, it's right now. It's 12.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to shut it down.
Shut it down. So, listen, let's do something. You, me, and your friend.
Okay. Okay.
I would love to do that. Well,
that, and I might just pop in on what. Hey, so what's going on with the business show? Like, you were doing it and then you stopped doing it?
Well, what happened is at work, they were happy we were doing it, but then some people got a little, what's the word, too comfortable.
Okay.
So now we're putting some guidelines on it. So we'll see. But I knew that was going to happen. I knew, just enjoy it while it was around, and it might come back, it might not. We'll see. I hope it does.
Okay.
I know Hans is still doing some shows. I also had something set up last week, but it was people not from my work.
Okay.
And I decided I'm just going to step away for a bit because I don't want to ruffle any feathers.
Right.
You know, and I really like the people from work. So
Hans had a great show on Wednesday.
Yes.
It was really, really, really good.
Yeah. And, you know, the thing is to reach out to him because he's probably looking for a guest.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll just tell him. I'll say, Ted Hicks, you know, he may not call you back right away, but when he does, that's a happy day.
All right.
I'll put a good word out for you. I promise.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's very professional, as you know. So we should do plug. He was doing 2 days a week. I think he's doing one now.
Where's he from?
Right now, he's living in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Grizz had someone on his show the other day that's from my town and lives like literally right down the street from me.
Yes.
That was kind of weird.
So Walt, what time is it there?
A few hours ago, by the way, I was watching his broadcast.
Okay, so your computer, you're not running apps. You should only have Happs running, nothing else. Don't multicast. Cut your multicast down the more people you have, Grizz. That will help. And make sure your speed is good. First and foremost, check your internet speed. Because me and Randy can run 8 people with no issues, but we have to have everything shut down.
Yeah.
Just kind of get rid of YouTube, get rid of each one at a time.
All the multiple tabs that you have open on your web browser, just try to close those and just focus on
Happs.
Yeah.
One, right?
So, Randy, tell them about the phone that you're promoting there right now.
I'm not necessarily promoting. I just bought $100 and whatever $40-$50 phone.
Yes.
So that you can broadcast on it with the right connection. This is the cheapest Android phone you can buy. It's a Poco.
Unlocked, Randy? It's unlocked?
Yeah. No, only America buys that lock stuff. That's kind of the rest of the world. We pay for our phone.
Okay.
The lock thing though, it's coming to here. But yeah, it's just unlock the phone for $150.
Yeah.
But I just want to prove everybody was complaining about broadcastability. When you turn all that background stuff off, you can broadcast from anything.
Well, and I've noticed even just not having the awards up, I can have easily 4 or 5 people and my system can handle it. So, which is great and a huge difference since then. Because prior to that, it would start crackling the audio. I noticed that and that drove me nuts. Picture was fun.
Computer?
The names is kind of driving me crazy.
I'm on a computer, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
I know Randy's done 8. I've done 8. I don't have an issue, but I'm running also a gaming laptop, so
okay,
like a really good one.
Yeah, so it's beefed up.
It's very beefed up. It's got extras above. My son can run his VR on this computer better than his desktop that he built. So, but he's buying something new. I priced it the other day, so he's doing some type of an upgrade. So,
by the way, Lady Sunshine says, I'm trying to get on Wi-Fi. Just give me a minute. It's not me. It's me, not you. So she'll be back soon.
Is it brand new, Grizz? You know, you can have a gaming laptop, but you may not have
internet's everything too.
Yeah, and your internet speed is everything, and people and I've preached. Me and Randy talked about that this morning. So check your internet speed. And if you're streaming with your phone and you're out, you got to have 10 megs minimum.
Well, Ted always has a very clear broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chris said he was having problems, so brand new, yes.
See,
the hardware has a lot to do with it. So yeah.
Well, and fiber optics too, right? So in Canada, it's all done through Bell, and Bell is fiber optics, so it
I'm
runs.
not on fiber optics. And I'm running. I'm not hardlined in either. I'm off the Wi-Fi with Jesse. Jesse's hardwired in, but we run 200 megs. Our internet.
Yeah.
Basic internet here is 200 megs right now. They've upped it since COVID. And then they dropped it back down to 100 megs and everyone started complaining. So they bumped it back up to 200 megs. So
listen, folks, I have to go. So I'm going to wrap this up. Randy, you're going to do a broadcast after this?
I'm waiting on Ted and Alicia to do a broadcast together.
I already did mine. I did mine.
We're waiting for Ted to do a broadcast.
Ted's going to bed.
I got to get up and get ready for work, Randy.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, go over to Ted, the sleep broadcast.
Thank you, everyone, for being here
Thank
tonight.
you.
I totally appreciate it. It was really nice having Randy at the end there. And, Walt, maybe we'll see you tomorrow morning, Walt. I hope to see you in the morning, brother. Take care. And everyone else who was here, and Grizz, good luck with your internet. And be kind. I like that.
Good night, everyone.
Good
night. God bless you all. Bye-bye.